All right, studio time check says it's 36 minutes past 6 a.m. It's the 10th day in February of 2026. Good morning to you, dear listener, and thank you for tuning to Wells Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio, your number one family radio in the whole of your state. We're broadcasting live from Wells Broadcasting House, which is located along Alafin Avenue, Uliole State, Ibadan. Good morning and welcome. The show is Perspectives Unlimited, where we take a look at headlines and stories making the rounds across the different dailies in Nigeria. And with the way Nigeria is going at the moment, you cannot afford not to know what's going on. My name is Bolanle Udueku Ayola. Go on to Facebook and watch us live right now at Wells Radio 893 FM fan page. Also follow us across all our social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, and X at Wells Radio 893. Did you know that you can listen to Wells Radio 89.3 FM regardless of where you are in the entire world? All you have to do is to go to our website, www.wellsradio893.com. We guarantee you a wonderful listening experience when you listen from our website. You can also find us on a couple of radio directories like radioguardian.com as well as onlineradiobox.net. This morning, as I said, we're taking a look at headlines and stories that are making the rounds across the different dailies in Nigeria, okay? And we'll start with the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, where the lead headline says, Electoral Act will be CSOs, others protest at NAS. The writer says, demand real-time transmission of election results, 360 days notice of election, to extend protest to 36 states House of Assembly, SMBLF, NGE, Agbakoba, Utomi, Baraje, Flay Senate. All eyes on Senate as lawmakers reconvene plenary. That story can be found on pages 3 and 25 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. More headlines. Appeal Court upholds Natasha's suspension, says Senate acted within its powers. You found that on page 25. More headlines. Oyo princes seek court order to restrict Alaafin from public engagement. That story is on page 28. More headlines. We are determined to win war against terrorism, Tinubu tells governors. You found that on page 4. Federal government begins implementation of 40% pay agreement with ASU. Others compliance. That's on page 27. Tinubu holds fresh peace talks with Fubara and Wike. Lawmakers may back down on impeachment process. That's on page 15. And we see this IMF multilaterals GDP projections achievable but disconnected from everyday living. That's from experts. That's on page 5 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. And in health, dermatologists warn of rising complications from skin bleaching, cites cancer, organ damage risks. That's on page 2 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper this morning. More headlines on the front page of the Punch newspaper. Senate reconvenes today as Electoral Act triggers uproar. Obi joins NAS protesters. Kuka demands review. Anger mounts over controversial amendment. Akpabio leads 10th emergency session. That story is on page 2 of the Punch newspaper this morning. Banditry crisis. Federal government rejects Northern governor's call to suspend mining. That's on page 2. More headlines. President vows to replace open grazing with ranching reforms. That's on page 7. CBN NCC propose instant refunds for failed airtime and data. That's on page 25. Over 75 million Nigerians face retirement without pensions. That's from PENCOM. That's on page 24. Again, U.S. to deport 18 Nigerians on criminal list. That's on pages 4 and 5 of the Punch newspaper this morning. On the front page of the Vanguard newspaper this morning, the lead headline says Electoral Act, Senate open to criticism, will resolve issue today. That's from the Senate spokesman. The writer says protest rocks NAS over e-transmission of results. Obi joins protest, says Nigerians don't want glitch again. NGE, Agbakoba, Ame, MCE, fix politics, others speak. CSOs demand real-time results, downloadable voters cards. That story is on page 5 of the Vanguard newspaper this morning. More headlines. Sanwo-Olu flags of health safety initiative for 10,000 Lagos drivers. You find that on page 15. Children chant, our communities are home. as Lagos lawmakers visit Makoko. That story is on page 7 this morning of the Vanguard newspaper. More headlines. Nigeria will continue borrowing to fund 25.91 trillion naira budget deficits. That's from the Senate. The rider says, as NAS vows not to approve further budget rollovers and subsidies. And that's about the headlines making the rounds across the different dailies this morning. It's now time for us to take a look at these headlines and the stories and help you understand them, even if it means going beyond the news. Of course, I have analyst here this morning, Mr. Chukwemeka Munachi. So good morning to you.
Good morning, Bola.
How do you do?
I'm doing fine.
All right, that's very good to know.
By the special grace of God.
It does take the special grace of God.
Yes.
All right. I always like to start in health because health is wealth, as they say. And this headline on the Nigerian Tribune newspaper sort of reinforced something I spoke about on TikTok yesterday.
Okay.
I was talking to... so there's a new trend. You may not be aware. It's not, well, it's like a fashion and lifestyle trend now that we do. We say we're doing skincare.
There are so many. I used to see the signboard, skincare.
And,
that's it everywhere.
Yeah, so many young ladies and young men, are now, let's say, investing a lot of money, on their skin, buying products, and using products that they probably do not need because they are following a fad fashion.
Okay.
We know that back in the days, you literally had to only buy special body cream, if, something was wrong with your skin and you had to see a dermatologist and they had to prescribe, otherwise most people would use shea butter, palm kernel oil, coconut oil, and the likes. But now we have secondary school students that use 10 different products on their face before they even get to the real face cream before going to school in the morning. Now, this headline on the Nigerian Tribune says dermatologists warn of rising complications from skin bleaching, cites cancer, organ damage risks. Now, many people who use this cream, all they say is, I just know that since I've started using it, my complexion has improved.
Okay.
It's now my skin is clean, it's clear, which basically what they're trying to say is they've gotten lighter. Their complexion has gotten lighter. This is a form of skin bleaching / skin toning, which dermatologists are saying can cause cancer or organ damage risks.
Okay, there is something I want to say here. You see, when you are in this business of journalism, there is nothing you are free to know everything. You are free to read about everything. You will be interested in so many things around you. Otherwise, you will be speaking from uninformed perspective. You see, this thing you are saying, I witnessed it and I've seen it and I know it. There was a case of a lady that the doctor slapped.
Slapped?
In Abia State. The doctor slapped her. A relation told me this story. What happened? She took her, how many months, whether it's 2 years or 3 years old baby, to the hospital. She named the girl Queen. The name of the girl is Queen. And the doctor looked at the girl was having some problems on her skin. And the doctor now asked, what is wrong with this girl, her skin? And I asked the mother, what are you using on this girl? The mother then mentioned some bleaching creams she was using on the skin of a girl that is not up to 4 years. The doctor slapped her and said, why are you using? He said the name of the girl is Queen. So it must be queenly. Did you see illiteracy? Bola, look, you may say that I am an old school, but I know that your skin is as a result of what you eat, not what the chemical you put on your skin. If you eat well, it will reflect on your skin. If you don't eat well, it will reflect. There's nothing like you are bleached. Look, God who put us here with dark pigmentation knows why he put us down here. The sun is there. And do you know the worst aspect of it? Some of these people after bleaching, they are selling in the market, they are walking up and down, and they are sweating. That's why when you stay near them, you cannot swallow your saliva. You'll be smelling. You see a woman, The cheeks are already reddish. What is your problem? They are any small sun like this, everybody is sweating. What is your own problem? And you look, not that even the skin is even okay. This person cannot touch the food I eat. Honestly speaking, there are some of them that you can't come near where I'm eating. I vomit because you don't look okay. The skin is already you are smelling, and it is worse when just check, Bola. Every month end, towards month end, many Nigerian ladies are fairer because there is money. When the month is getting to the middle, they become darker because there's. Brother, you say, I noticed this thing. There's one in my street. I came back the other day. This girl face is becoming very, very white. Somebody said maybe somebody gave her money. And I took a further step. Do you know, I went to a place where they sell these things. And I picked one small one. I was asking the woman that can we have something that he said, it was when I knew that there is one you really rub on your face. You can't use it on any part of your body. And very expensive. But why are we killing? What is? Look, is a sign of inferiority complex. Somebody, when you have complex, there's nothing you cannot do to make sure that you meet up. It is wrong. Absolutely wrong. Bola, you may say I'm old school, but I know that what you eat will reflect in your skin. If you don't eat well, if you don't eat food that is okay, I'm not talking of junk food. I'm not talking of if you go and spend, go and rob a bank. No, eat well, eat vegetables, eat fruits, eat something that, you see, I mentioned it the other day we were talking together, live food. They're what they call live food. Live food is food produced by the combination of water, soil, air, and sun. These are live food. When you are eating all these things, there's no way it will not show you. You cannot be a white man or a white woman. For goodness sake, God placed us here with that pigmentation because He knows our skin is good for where He put us. Why are you trying to change it? When you tamper with it, you pay. Nature does not forgive. That's why go and check them at their old age. The skin will be like waterproof. It is wrinkled already because of the chemicals you packed on your skin. I don't rub anything. I don't even have a I don't even have a cream. Do I look like... No, but we should tell ourselves the truth. It is wrong. And more so, most men that are doing this thing, I begin to wonder, what's wrong with this man?
All right. Huh? To our dear listener this morning, please don't be mistaken. We're not saying that you shouldn't take care of your skin or take care of your body. The only problem is when you're using what many people are using are corticosteroids. Corticosteroids should not be used when you have no knowledge of it. It should not be used when the lady who has a shop and is selling it, just says, take this one or take this one. They should be used upon the prescription of a dermatologist for certain skin conditions. Well,
you are going too far. Why should you spend money going? Look, wait, you may say, look, this thing we are talking now, how many Nigerian women and men will go to dermatology, what do you call it, to go and be asking which one is good for my skin and which one is not? Where do we have the money? Do we even have the money to maintain? Why not live at your level? That's what I'm saying.
All right. Thank you so much.
You don't have money to eat. You are going to dermatologist. I say, and check my skin to know this chemical that you are.
All right. Let's move on. Of course, it's still Perspectives Unlimited, and we're taking a look at headlines and stories making the rounds across the different dailies in Nigeria. We have so much to cover. Now, the Senate spokesman has said that the Senate is not averse to criticism and will resolve the issue of the Electoral Act amendment today. But I recall the Senate president saying at a function over the weekend that after the initial, conversations about the Electoral Act Amendment Bill in the Senate, that many broadcasters sat behind their microphones in TV houses and radio houses to talk about things that they don't understand. I was taken aback. No. But the Senate spokesman has said that the Senate is not averse to criticism. The Senate yesterday said it's not opposed to public criticism and peaceful protests over its handling of the Electoral Act Amendment Bill, assuring Nigerians that the controversy surrounding the removal of the phrase real time from provisions on electronic transmission of election results will be addressed at the emergency plenary, which is sitting today. The chairman, Senate Committee on Media and Public Affairs, Senator Yemi Adaramodu, spoke as hundreds of protesters besieged the National Assembly complex in Abuja, demanding that lawmakers explicitly provide for mandatory real-time electronic transmission of results in the amended Electoral Act. He said Nigerians have the right to ventilate their grievances peacefully, stressing that such actions are part of democratic process. So basically, the Senate will reconvene today to consider and approve the votes and proceedings of last Wednesday's plenary, during which the controversial amendment was passed. But let's not forget that we haven't heard anything from they created a committee the last time. No, not a committee. They created I think it's a committee that would harmonize what the National Assembly has said and what the Senate has said. But as of right now, we haven't heard anything.
But we will not hear anything. You see, this issue of harmonization, it has always been a problem. Remember the tax reform harmonization, how we ended up, different versions were coming out. Look, Bola, there is no way.
And we still haven't gotten to the end of the tax.
We have not even. No, we have not. When people are fraudulently changing things that others agreed upon, there's a problem. The problem is not even this real-time electronic transfer of results. There's something going on in Nigeria now, which I will tell you and our listener. People are going around right now telling Nigerians, do you have a PVC? Once you say you have PVC, it's okay. Can you give me the details on your PVC? Send me your account number.
I think we should discuss this as it relates to you.
Yes.
Because again, your experience may be different from the experience of other people.
They approached me. Can you send me your PVC? Give me the details of your PVC. Send me your NIN number. Send me your BVN. And send me your account number. And I started asking the person, what do you need all this information for? He said, that they are registered. They are, he didn't want to come clean. I said, my BVN, my NIN, my details on something, my account number. What do you want? He said they will send some money to me. I said, from who? What am I selling and what am I buying? They will send some money to you. We are doing this thing. I said, he's the person I respect. I just said, okay, no problem. I left. After some hours, another person called me on phone. He said, do you have your PVC there? I said, I have my PVC. Do you have your hedge? You can send it to me. Send me your BVN, send me your NIN and your account number. Don't let anybody know. Which voodoo business are we doing? You see, they want to register Nigerians without Nigerians knowing.
Register for what?
For a party. I don't want to mention the name of the party.
Party membership.
Yes, party membership without Nigerians knowing that they are already members. And on the day of voting, first of all, they asked me, where did I vote? I said, I voted in so and so place. On the day of voting, you will discover that when you get, I'm suspecting that before you get to the polling booth, somebody has even voted in your name. What kind of criminal political structure are we running? How do we make people be members of a political party without them knowing? Why are you asking for people's BVN, NIN, and account number? They approached me. Why should you ask me for that? That's that kind of question. And I know that many Nigerians are falling for this because account number is involved. When you give somebody who has 1,000, he will give you all the details. What are you using the details for? If not for criminal tendencies and criminal activities, what is it for? And I'm sure as I'm saying this now, many Nigerians are falling for this without knowing exactly what is going on. How can you be registering people to be members of a political party they are not even interested in? And because you mentioned account number, meaning that poverty is a weapon. Anybody, when you hear account number, your head will trip off. Because they will send something to you. Say something. Do I look like a hungry person? Everybody will not be bought. I cannot be bought. Even if I don't have anything to eat, you can't buy me. If I don't believe in something, I don't believe in it. You understand? And I know there are many Nigerians out there who must have given out their details without knowing exactly what they are doing. Unfortunately so. You know?
Thank you very much. And, this is one of the reasons I always say on this show and every other, political show I anchor that as Nigerians, we cannot afford ignorance. Can be costly.
It's a disease.
Apart from being just it can be costly. It can cost you, a lot of things. And so I would say this to our dear listener. Now you know. And I'd like you to also go out there and educate your friends and family members, your NIN, your BVN should not. They are not things that you share with people.
You know what I did yesterday? When this thing happened, I quickly sent a message to my pastor. And the man was so happy. I said, announce it to the brethren. Never. They should not. I sent it a lot, both to the east, everywhere. Sent to a lot of people. Don't and they trust me with I said, don't allow anybody. Don't ever give anybody their details. Why? Why are they going out doing this?
So now these details are not things to be given to any random person. Some people may send you a text message to say, oh, they want to empower you, oh, they want to do this. Whoever wants to empower you, please go there and see for yourself. And if they want to empower you, they don't need your NIN to empower you. They don't need your BVN to empower you. If they want to give you money, they can give you, they can just get your account number and send you some money. Now, if anyone is asking for your NIN to empower you, probably they want to use your NIN as a form of identification. Take it there by yourself. You don't have to send anybody the number.
Even details on your PVC.
Like that. Yes, your PVC is yours and yours alone, and it serves only one job. It's for you to vote, to exercise your franchise as a Nigerian. Thank you so much for bringing this to our attention.
Do you know my fear? Many Nigerians will go to the polling booth and discover that somebody has voted in their name. Because what's the essence of doing this?
Well, it's a good thing that we're putting out awareness so that people can know what is going on. Still so many stories on the dailies this morning that we're going to be talking about. We're hearing that President Tinubu has brokered peace in the issue happening in Rivers State. We're yet to see the fruits. Of course, it's still early days. But we learned that Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara and Federal Capital Territory Minister Nyesom Wike departed the presidential villa in the same vehicle on Sunday night after a meeting with President Bola Tinubu. This was confirmed by the Punch correspondents, confirmed by presidency officials who were familiar with the meeting to Punch correspondents. According to the officials, they say the two political rivals arrived separately, but when they were leaving, Fubara rode away with Wike after the president's intervention, and they described it as a symbolic gesture signaling a possible end to their long-running political feud. This is not the first time the president is seeing them. The president brokered peace initially before Fubara went back as governor of Rivers State. And we're also hearing that it's possible that the lawmakers then will, cease and desist from their impeachment. And this brings up a question in my mind, which I'd like you to answer probably now. Then when we come back from the break, we'll continue the conversation about it. The question then is, were the lawmakers ever fighting for the people?
Which people? Which people? Which people of Rivers State? They are not fighting for people of Rivers State. They are fighting for themselves. They are fighting for their godfather. They are fighting for the man who anointed them. They are fighting for the man who is always boasting, I made this one a governor, I made this one this, I made this one that, as if he was the only one that voted. That is undermining the integrity of our electoral process. When a single individual can make somebody a governor, then what of the people that came out to vote? They are even making mockery of our democracy. You understand? So they are not. It's not about people of Rivers State. All this is the people of Rivers State are already kidnapped, are already held hostage by their so-called as godfathers. It's not about them. It's about power. It's about money. It's about connection. It's not about people of Rivers State at all.
Now, this peace that has been brokered, you answer this when we come back from the break. This peace that has been brokered, is it, as you say, a piece of graveyard, or is it going to be a lasting peace? We'll take a short break now on Perspectives Unlimited. When we come back, we'll continue our conversations. Don't go anywhere. Please stay with us.
How long will it take you to confirm payment? I have been waiting for the past 1 hour.
I'm so sorry. Our network is slow. I will just run out of data.
Same excuse yesterday. It is unacceptable, please. You better switch to One Data Internet Service.
One Data?
Yes, One Data. One Data is an internet service provider with the best alternative and solution for unlimited speed. One Data provides fast and reliable internet service to organizations, homes, and places of interest in Nigeria. With One Data, you get to enjoy the premium internet service with dedicated unlimited internet speed at all times, 24/7 fantastic customer service and support, and you enjoy a 1-month free subscription when you make payment. Now is the time to say goodbye to downtimes. Sign up with One Data today on 0811 223 2671 or visit www.onedata.ng for more inquiries. One Data, unlimited speed.
Christ Ambassadors International College is a private, co-educational Christian day and boarding school located at Alafin Avenue, Oluyole Estate, Ibadan. We offer a blend of Nigerian and British curricula designed to nurture global leaders with godly values. With world-class facilities, exciting co-curricular programs, exceptional pastoral care, and outstanding academic results, we ensure your child's dream becomes a reality. Our entrance examination for 2026-2027 academic session will hold on Saturday, 14th February 2026 at 8 a.m. For inquiries, please call 0704-530-8414 or 0814-177-2806 or visit www.christambassadorscollege.com. Christ Ambassadors International College, nurturing global and godly scholars.
Are you hungry for something delicious? Food that feels like home but tastes like pure luxury? Then welcome to Honeydew Restaurant, where every meal is made to make you smile. From our smoky jollof to rich ofada sauce to a variety of delicious soups like egusi, eforiro, and more, paired with your favorite proteins and hot, freshly made swallows, all made for you to enjoy. We also handle bulk orders in liters, fresh and ready whenever you need it. We deliver it to your doorstep. At Honeydew, it's not just the food, it's the feel. With our beautiful ambience, perfect for your romantic dates, family outings, or your quiet, relaxing evening escape. Join us every last Friday of the month at 7 p.m. for karaoke night with Jayola and enjoy music, games, food, drinks, and free mocktails and cocktails as you sing your hearts out. Visit us at Plot 42, Block 8, Alaafi Avenue, beside Wells Radio, Oluyole Estate, Ibadan. For your doorstep delivery or inquiries, call or WhatsApp 0814-691-6635, 0814-691-6635. Honeydew Restaurant, where every meal is made to make you smile.
The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The general public is hereby advised to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Verify the licensing status of such schemes on these websites: www.cbn.gov.ng, www.nicom.gov.ng, www.pencom.gov.ng, www.sec.gov.ng, www.fsrcc.gov.ng. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call CBN 0817-665-7060, 0707-338-4828, SEC 0209-462-1168. Announcer, FSRCC.
Yo, what's up?
Baby, let's go! Hey there! Want to stay connected to your favorite radio station? Follow us on social media for the latest updates, entertaining wholesome content, and behind-the-scene peeks. We're on Instagram at Wells Radio 893, Facebook Wells Radio 893 FM fan page, X Wells Radio 893. Follow our WhatsApp channel Wells Radio 89.3 FM. Get a scoop on upcoming shows, giveaways, and events. Also get to interact with your favorite presenters and share your thoughts on our posts and stories. Join the conversation and stay tuned into Wells Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio.
Boost your business with Wells Radio 89.3 FM. In a competitive world of business, strategic brand and product positioning is key to growth. Don't remain unseen in the shadows. Shine a spotlight on your brand with Wells Radio 89.3 FM today. Why Wells Radio? We are your state's #1 family radio station. We connect with the heart of families in your state. As the smallest unit of the society, families trust Wells Radio for quality content and information. Visit us today along Alafin Avenue, Oluyole Estate, Ibadan. Our white and blue building just before Sharp Corner ensures your business won't go unnoticed. Advertise with us today. Call our marketing office on 0903 936 8185. Call Toby on 0803 509 3394. Ayo on 0706 840-7359. Take the leap today. Let Wells Radio 89.3 FM be the megaphone for your business success. You won't regret it.
89.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio.
All right, you're welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned to Wells Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio, your #1 family radio in the whole of Oyo State. We're back and we'll be here until 7:30. The studio lines are open for you to join the conversation. 0916-893-1000, 0915-333-4893, and 0911-3333-893. Those are the numbers to call to be a part of the conversation this morning. Before we took the break, Setrika Maker, I did say that I would like your take on this newfound friendship and peace between Somwike and Governor Fubara.
You see, there is no, if you ask me, I'm a man of peace. I believe in peace. I believe in Jojo than war. But when two people are having a misunderstanding, and that misunderstanding is based on something that has to do with ego. When one is has a lot of massive ego and feels that I'm above you, I can't come down to your level, there'll be no peace. You know, what you call peace may not be peace. Because if you see the way Wike has treated Fubara, he has treated him as like an underdog. I brought you, I made you, you know, the way he talks, I did this, I did that. So it's not likely going to be peace. You know, you understand? Because, and he cannot go against the president. That's another thing. So he's caged. So that thing is not peace. We may be looking at him that he has swallowed his pride. He has not, you know.
Let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, ma.
Good morning to you, madam. Your name and where you're calling from?
Yes, ma. Ruth calling from Malaka.
All right, good morning, Ruth. Let's have your contribution. Oh, we lost our call. Do call us back.
You see, so it's not, you cannot say there is peace. You cannot say there is peace until things begin to work out in Rivers State. And don't forget that the House of Assembly, they've been told to forget about impeaching this man. You understand? So I pray that normal peace will return to people of Rivers State. You understand? Let things begin to work. Let them at least have a breather. in River State and let things begin to work out well for them. That my own concern is the people of River State, not Wike or Fubara.
So that, democratic activities can go on. Now let's come down to Oyo State, where this headline says, Oyo princes launch court fight to preserve Alaafin's supremacy. It says that the Alaafin of Oyo, Oba Akim Owade, has been summoned to appear in person or through legal representation in a suit instituted against him by some princes of Oyo at the Oyo State High Court sitting in Oyo Town. The claimants, Ladigbolu Adegboyega Owade Teslim, Adeyemi Adeshina, and Adeyemi Adebayo, filed the suit seeking several declaratory and injunctive reliefs against the monarch. In the suit, the princes are asking the court to grant an order of perpetual injunction restraining the Alaafin either by himself, his servants, privies, or any other person or persons whomsoever from appearing at, attending, or continuing to attend occasions and functions which they claim are not befitting the status of a symbolic traditional head of the Yoruba race.
Okay.
They also seek an order restraining the defendant from acting in any traditional or official capacity that would make him subservient or inferior to any Oba in Yoruba land. The claimants further asked the court to declare that the office of the Alaafin of Oyo, currently occupied by the defendant, is of immense historical importance, not only in Yoruba land, but also in Nigeria, West Africa, and beyond. They are also seeking a declaration that the Alaafin of Oyo is the symbol of unity, togetherness, and a pivotal custodian of the cultural, customary, and traditional heritage of the Yoruba people. Let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, my Ruth calling from Malacca.
All right, you're welcome back.
Yeah, thank you. The crisis in River State is nothing more than the usual political jamboree. Because this issue should have been resolved long ago, but it has been unnecessarily politicized by President Tinubu. So now that President Tinubu has called Wike and Fubara together now, I hope peace will reign. Because the people of River State are at the end of all these issues. So because they deserve dividend of democracy and not division. So they should do the needful on time. Good morning.
Thank you so much, Ruth, for your contribution this morning. The phone lines are open, 0916-893-1000, 0915-333-4893, and 0911-3333-893. They're seeking so many things. They're also requesting a declaration that the Alaafin of Oyo is the paramount ruler and appointing authority over all chieftaincies in Oyo Town, as well as Oyo North and Oyo South. And so the defendant is required to enter an appearance either personally or through a legal practitioner by filing the appropriate forms at the registry of the High Court of the relevant judicial division, or by forwarding the documents to the registry by the registered post. Now, basically, they're trying to say that the courts must declare the Alaafin of Oyo as the paramount traditional ruler.
In what? Is it in Oyo Town?
Not just in Oyo,
Yoruba land,
but across Yoruba land, Nigeria, and West Africa. Please hold that. Let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, the beautiful woman.
Good morning to you, sir.
Thank you. This is Mr. Mario calling from Apata.
You're welcome, Mr. Mario. Please go ahead.
Thank you. On the proposed electronic transfer bill, I think the Senate should lead to the yearnings of the masses. We appointed them there as our leader. And whatever we are going to dictate the tune of what we want. I don't know what our party stands to gain in all this. So we are going to keep our fingers crossed to see what the scenario will look like at the end of the day. But what Nigerians want is we want an electronic transfer. Because we cannot be doing the same thing the same way and we're expecting a different result. We've been doing it manually since all this year. And what do we have? We have killing of ballot boxes. We have what do you call it? So many issues that happen whenever we are doing it manually. And we are now saying that we are going to have a kind of change of doing things. And we are bent on we not achieving our aims. It's not done anywhere. At least Nigeria is a developing country. Let's try it. So some people are saying it has its own glitches. Yes, let's try it and let's see what the outcome will be. And lastly, on the issue of UK and Fubara, where, as usual, Mr. President has get into it. He has caught both of them, and they both sat into in the same car and drove away from the dealer. But let me tell you this: there's a saying in Yoruba language that when two male child from different parents, from same parents, when they smile after coming outside from the house and they are laughing, just know that they are deceiving themselves. They both Wike and Akubala sitting down in the same car, going out from the Asset Villa does not mean that the equation is balanced. Does not mean that the couple has been settled. But what we want is development in River State. We don't want killings. We want peace in River State. And let Wike and Akubala see their sword. Let them allow peace to reign. Thank you very much and God bless you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mario.
You see, Bola, what you have just read, and people are expecting that all these Yorubas know their history. You cannot impose something on them. They have their history. They know the hierarchy. They know.
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Yeah, my name is George. I'm calling you from Adegoke.
Mr. George, how are you doing this morning?
I'm good.
All right. Please go ahead.
You see, pride and money will not allow these two people to behave orderly. Take, for example, like they are laughing. Someone was there for over 40 years. He did not experience this type of thing. This man has just come. And look at the type of problems the other people are now having. We have not had this type of thing from any other person who occupied that very post. They should call him, his own people should call him and educate him, because he did not live here, he was outside. He can't just come and then he turned the whole place to rowdiness, and look at them summoning an over now to court. Huh? The same thing in Rivers. What do they call him? Wike turned himself to a small god, troubling the whole state. Look at what the people are losing from their behavior, the behavior of Wike. It's not good. We should have peace. Nigeria should grow. Well done.
Thank you so much, Mr. George.
So,
for the just for those who are also going to call us, and for Mr. George who just called us, thank you so much. We appreciate your contribution and your comments. However, I would like us to, restrain ourselves when we are the word is escaping me. But when we are alluding to someone, or when when you're trying to describe a person, let's not make reference to people in ways or manners that may seem derogatory to them. Let's take this call, please. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, madam.
This is Adegoke from Muslim.
Good morning, Adegoke. How are you doing this morning?
The transmission of election. So I think the Senate should stop making excuses and speaking too much grammar, because the solution expected is to make the transmission of election results from the polling unit legally compulsory. So it is a way to return power back to the people and then allow the executive and INEC to provide the required network and server required. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your contribution.
You see, Bola, Yoruba race has a very rich culture and tradition, which has endured for many decades, many years. And from Yoruba history, I know as an outsider, the process of selecting kings, very, very sacrosanct. It's not just something that money dictates. Education is about the knowledge of the people. It's about the knowledge of culture and tradition. So what we are witnessing in Yoruba land is embarrassing. You understand? And when you live, okay.
Let's take this call. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, West Radio.
Good morning to you, sir.
All right, my name is Salami. I'm calling from Awoton.
You're welcome, Mr. Salami.
Good morning, Mr. Chukwemeka. It's all right.
Good morning, Salami.
You see, for me, all right, thank you, my brother. You see, let me begin with your experience, Mr. Chukwemeka, on people trying to get certain details from you and what have you. So you see, that is why I have always been saying that elites should show more interest in our electoral process. thank God you are able to, at least you are able to kind of how do I put it? Of course, you knew their intention and you didn't just falling. And as you said, so many people must have fallen in that their game. Now, what I'm now saying is that if more elites now participate in voting, it will be difficult for them. See, it saddens me when people begin to say, I won't vote. They already know the winner. They don't know the winner. If they know the winner, they wouldn't have been blocking the electoral transmission. They wouldn't have been perfecting their rigging plans. So it's like they don't know the winners. It's like, but they only know that market women, artisans, garage park boys, without any intention to deride anybody. They know that they are soft target. 2,000, 5,000 will be okay to buy their conscience. But if elites show more interest in voting, it will be very, very difficult for them to read. And thirdly, NOA that is supposed to be helping Nigerians is not helping us. Unfortunately, I was at a function about 2 weeks ago. Incidentally or luckily, I think a top madam from NOA was at the same function. I took her up on the issue of advocacy, media, awareness creation for voters, robust voter participation. What she told me was that she said, we are going to village, we are going to Market Square, we are going to this, we are incapacitated. I'm sorry, we can't do more than that. And fact, it's like when people were trying to okay, what were the challenges? And that was the end of the story. She couldn't come up with anything again. So that means that they can't even do more than that for us. So it's probably maybe some people don't even want people to be aware. But those of us that are learned, we should show more interest. And we are the ones that will receive all these their plans to rig. But I'm saying this morning that rigging is not easy again, and it's getting more difficult, more and more difficult now. And that's why if it's that easy, gladly they would have approved the real-time electronic transmission. It's not easy. So that's just it. Then concerning laughing and our supremacy, I want to appeal that people should please subject it to less media trial. Yorubas are very rich in culture. They will resolve their issue. God bless you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. Salami, for your contribution this morning.
As I was saying, you see, you don't remove the ancient landmark. I think the Yorubas are beginning to remove the ancient landmark, whereby those ideals that made people monarchs are being tampered with because of some things that they've brought into the selection processes. You understand? Because I know that, I was asking somebody, we read about Ifa being the one that will select, being the one that will, anoint and everything. Where are those things now? And I keep saying that when you bring somebody from outside the culture, you bring somebody who has never had a taste of the culture, he has never been with the people, he doesn't know the do's and don'ts and the mores and matrix of that environment, even though it's from there, you are bound to have problem. And which is exactly what is playing out right now. Like the last caller said, somebody was on that throne for almost how many years? We didn't hear any of these things. People enjoyed relative peace in Oyo town. And I still respect Yorubas very, very well. They are people that know their culture. I don't have that kind of culture. We don't have, where I'm coming from, we don't have that kind of culture until the British came in. British instituted this as you are hearing. We don't have, Igbos are governed through the Council of Elders. Elders are the ones who dictate what happens in that's why you can enter a community in those days, you can't find a head. That does not mean that the situation is chaotic. No. They still have people who will gather together and take decision. But no single individual will abrogate to himself the power to decree life and death. We don't have it. That's why you hear Igbos don't have kings. No, we don't have. But we rule through the Council of Elders.
Thank you so much for that. At this point, we'll just say that well-meaning Yoruba elders must step into this and remind us once again of our history.
Yes,
of,
that's what I'm saying.
You know, what our forefathers have put down. Of course, it's understandable that as we grow as humans, we evolve.
But we should not remove the ancient. We should
not evolve by running away totally from what's on ground. So yes, Mr. The last caller who said that Yorubas know how to resolve their matters. We do hope that this matter is resolved soon. We don't want to see it on the pages of the newspaper.
No. It's not.
We want it to be resolved in the house. And as we gradually wrap up the show. This morning, CBN and NCC propose instant refunds for failed airtime and data. Now, the Central Bank of Nigeria and the Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC, have proposed that customers must receive refunds for failed within 30 seconds for failed airtime and data purchases to curb persistent billing complaints in the telecommunications sector. This was indicated in the exposure draft of the joint CBN-NCC framework for resolution of failed airtime and data purchase transactions, which was published on the website of the CBN on Monday. Now, the landmark exposure draft dated February 5th, 2026, seeks to institutionalize clear accountability and establish a coordinated approach to consumer redress across the financial and telecommunications sector. So basically, they're saying that now if you buy airtime and you're not credited, your money should be returned to you.
Okay.
So that's, of course, between the banks and the telcos.
We pray it will work, and we want to see it work. It works in so many places. It's working in so many countries. In Africa here, not West Africa, not even in Nigeria. So if it begins to work right now, that's a good one. And I pray it works, because you can load, the thing will not enter, and they will still not refund your money. And when you call, nobody will even reply. Customer care in Nigeria is just for decoration. It doesn't work. Yes, I went to a bank, and I was doing something. They say there was a phone they put on the wall there. I should go there and call the Lagos office. I went there. They even dialed the thing for me. At the end of the day, all we are hearing were humming noise from the other end. I told them this thing is not working. They said I should go. It is not working. We tried it almost about 4 times. It didn't work. Customer care in Nigeria is just for decoration, because people are doing it outside. We copied it. It doesn't work.
I mean, I beg to differ. Honestly,
but the ones have experience.
I've reached out to customer care so many times from the comfort of my home, and they have across telcos, across different sectors. I will say yes, it did work without leaving. Of course, I've also had bad experiences with customer care, so I will say that the bad experience, it's not only the bad experience that exists. Some people have also had good experience. But do we have can we do better? Yes, we can.
Wait now, let me talk my own, because I went to a bank and I wrote my name Chukwu Emeka. The girl wrote Chukulu Emeka. I said this is not my name. And I said that's what I wrote. Customer care, and you started arguing with the client that this is the correct spelling of my name. I wrote my name. I wrote it by myself, Chukwu Emeka. You are writing Chukulu Emeka. Yeah, you Igbo. This is my name, and you are telling me that is what I wrote. And that is I went back to them to change it on my ATM card.
On behalf of, I'm not a customer care representative, but on behalf of customer care representatives,
we apologize
to you. Let's take some comments on our Facebook fan page. Adewumi Kazim Adika says, good morning, well done. I'm from New Garage. Sulaiman Sharif says, good morning, and kudos to everyone in the studio. Nigerians are expecting that the Electoral Amendment Act would get the honest attention it deserves in the interest of elections and democracy in Nigeria. This is no time to compromise the necessity of the amendment to ensure free, fair, and credible elections. As the Senate reconvenes, the right thing should be done and be done fast. Electronic transmission of electoral results should be endorsed. Adekunle Ujo Christina says, good morning and well done to you all. Adedamola Okunola says, beautiful morning to you. On the issue of open grazing, which we didn't eventually take, the federal government should ban it totally, as it's been causing more harm than good to us here in the Southwest. Ranching is the way to go. Thank you. Thank you so much to everyone who contributed to the shows. We enjoyed your calls and your comments. And thank you so much to our analysts on the show, Mr. Chukwemeka Munachiso.
Thank you, Bola, for having me.
My name is Bolanle Odueku Ayola. I say as a Nigerian, ignorance can be very, very costly for you. So ensure that you put your ears out there. And where else would you get unlimited information about what's going on around you? It's right here on Wells Radio 89.3 FM. Good morning and God bless you. Please listen to this important information. The views expressed by the interviewee in this program are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views or opinions of Wells Radio 89.3 FM or its affiliated entities. Wells Radio 89.3 FM is committed to providing a platform for diverse perspectives and opinions, and the views expressed by guests on our programs are their personal viewpoints. Wells Radio 89.3 FM does not endorse or take responsibility for the content or opinions expressed by individual interviewees and callers. Thank you.